can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah. Wake up. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up. Or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you. Right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. For Carson, CD, quite a season, although maybe somewhat under the radar, but part of the NFL's top rushing offense, and he was 5th in the league.
1,151 yards, 9 touchdowns, and Seattle got back to their identity, which is a run-first offense that provides some pretty good thump inside the tackles. And how about Chris Carson? A 7th-round pick 2 seasons ago out of Oklahoma State. Never ran for 1,000 yards in college. Does it here in the NFL. Pretty underrated name with a big-time game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Simple, baby. Let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
Now it's Carson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson now looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Adrian Claiborne in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51. Check right 21. Right 21. Check right 21. 14.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. To the left side, incomplete for Julian Edelman. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Brady to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Hey, Bolt 66.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now White lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the third team to win the year after losing a Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Baldwin's first catch going to be good enough for a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson finding some room at midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, 2nd major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pauvin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Braxton Berrios, 75 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And it's hauled in by Ed Dickson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
14. Front left. Go, 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
19.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. To throw is Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Brady going to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. There was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one. But Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserves some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
Go. Shadow. Hold 50. Right.
Brady now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cam Chancellor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Let's go. Let's go. Right.
On third and long, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Kendricks, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle makes their way back out here, Charles, let's take a little deeper dive as they go into the offseason, what they need to do. They led the NFL in rushing yards. You talked about it. They ran the football well. Where do they need to improve?
Maybe a little less stubbornness in establishing the run at times, because Chris Carson, their lead back, didn't get started against Dallas. Mike Davis couldn't add a whole lot. Rashad Penny.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
29. Alpha. Hey, hold 66. Sugar.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. First half in the book. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Brady on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Old 50. So, here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cam Chancellor in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Now Wilson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tempo, tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. On play action, now Brady. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. and that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. It's caught. Lockett. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 50, check 50. Let's go 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 48 yards.
Come on, let's go. Gun.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more...
That there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take... Now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And out now come the Seahawks. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Play action. It's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. Pushing his way through. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Right there. All day, baby.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Tempo, tempo. Right. Move the team. 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Here's Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So the Patriots coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Go.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. And fights him off. Now he's flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now it's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
He's going to sling this. It got his man complete. A big play there for New England. 68 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still...
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Brady to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
19. Tempo.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Shakes off the set, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to get him for a loss of 5. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's got his target. That's more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Trying to improvise. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Just keeping the play alive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. And they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to wind up and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Brady. On the crossing route, complete. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. On play action, it's Brady. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a play fake. Brady out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Off the play fake. Brady. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll run. This is White. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Rivers in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go. Hey, Alabama.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
To throw is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.